What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And of course, the best game mode in One Piece Treasure Cruise is back. We're all excited, we all know, we all love it. It's gonna be that grand party. This is an interesting season. I think that this is, like, it's interesting because of the rule set, right? Like, the rule set definitely is starting to change things up in terms of the way we play. We know that the last few seasons that Psy and Free Spirit have been heavily debuffed. This time around, though, they're doing things a little bit different. Because they've kind of realized the way that people have been implementing this Gear 5 strategy, I think that what they've done has actually really shifted things. And I think it's going to change things just to be a bit more of an interesting season. As you can see with that rule set, you know, Cerebral, Fighter, and Int all receiving buffs. Obviously because of the recent batch with Lilith, Jewelry, Bonnie, they really are hammering down. They want you to use those units. However, the debuffs are always the thing that you got to be looking for, because Strength and Dex receiving level 5 attack down, level 8 HP down, and level 5 special CT decrease. That's a huge set of debuffs there, and considering the way that people like to build teams, at least the way that I've liked to build teams, is I usually build, you know, that Gear 5 team. We're going to have, you know, a Dex team as our cushion, and then when we, you know, go for like the Health Cut team to start generating the Gear 5 burst skill, you know, normally we would want to go ahead and, you know, use some of those really good health cutters, and some of those good health cutters or big damage dealers are going to be strength units. You know, obviously you got 9.5 anniversary Luffy, V1 Whitebeard, Who's Who was a key unit you would often use, Pirate Rumble Rare Recruit King. Like, there were some pretty good units, right? All these strength units getting pretty big debuffs across the board for attack HP and special CT. It's gonna make it pretty difficult to use them. Definitely, like, it's not like you can't use them, but you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by going out of your way to use a strength or a dex team within this season. So just be careful about that. Now, yes, of course, if you do have, you know, a strength or a dex unit that is also cerebral or fighter, yes, they do get a little bit of speed and defense to, you know, make up for it. But receiving attack, HP, and special CT, those are the three most important buffs in Rumble, and getting those heavily nerfed on those characters is important. Just wanted to put that forward to you guys, so you guys know what's going on, and giving my thoughts and opinions on that in this first match. This first match was nothing too crazy. I end up changing some things around as we move into match 2 and match 3, but some very interesting stuff for the rule set this season. Moving on to the second match, and this is where I kind of realized when I was trying to rebuild teams, because my slasher team that I had initially just didn't really make a lot of sense. But having a look now, I kind of realized that Psy teams are basically, they're free reign. You can just use Psy teams now. So that's cool, because the last like 3, 4, 5 seasons, it feels like now, Psy had, and with that, you know, obviously being Free Spirit too, have received like a bunch of debuffs. And yes, you could have used them. A lot of people did use them over the last few seasons, but they just weren't at full power, really, for the last few seasons. But now, they basically aren't going to be debuffed at all. Now, while they are not debuffed, they are also not receiving any buffs either, unless if they are Cerebral or Fighter. And if you guys know the key units in Psy teams, typically not running too many Cerebrals, if at all, and there are a couple of fighters that you can use. You know, obviously Gear 5 if you opt to use him on a side team. Very good fighter character, receiving speed and defense increasing effects. But more often than not, you know, the Free Spirit characters, you know, they're going to be slashers, maybe some fighters. Obviously, we got Shooter here with Rebecca Toy Soldier, but the fact that Psy aren't receiving a bunch of debuffs means that you're probably going to see a lot of Psy teams this season. But you do have to keep in mind that, you know, that a lot of people would try to counter that with really good int teams, because there are very solid int teams out there that are solely focused on taking down mono side teams. Characters such as Rumble Rare Recruit Apu, or Rumble Legend Apu that is, Rumble Rare Recruit Conus, you've got Ohm, V2 Shank 6 Plus recently released that also debuffs some Psy characters. Like, there's a good array of them. Legendary Rogue from Rumble Rare Recruits as well. So there's a couple of units you do have to keep in mind. Even though Psy are not receiving debuffs this season, if you're going up against an int team, remember they do have an attack and HP increase, which is going to make them a little bit more difficult to take down. So do keep that in mind if you opt to run Psy, but, you know, Psy against most other things, you know, teams that are driven or powerhouse focused, then Psy is still going to be pretty good against it, because Wano Law exists, and he definitely helps out a lot. Now, I have also shown off this team in the actual Rumble video that I've made for them dedicated to this unit as well, but also I've had this unit on the whole team this entire time, but I haven't had a chance to showcase it in this video, but we finally get a chance to do it this time around. So it's going to be the Quick Slasher team. I'm still not really 100% in terms of the best bench units for the Quick Slasher team, because I really love the design of Roger and Odin in Rumble. They're incredibly strong, with great synergies with Legend Smoothie, Rumble Rare Recruit Shiryu, and Legend Cracker. And also I would really love to squeeze Legend Momo in here as well, so I was thinking putting him in instead of Tesoro. Not really too sure if that's going to be the most optimal choice moving forward though, but I do really love this team comp of Roger and Odin. The Quick Slasher team is immensely fun and satisfying to use, being able to launch a bunch of specials really quickly, and if you're able to get the key special launches of Smoothie very early on in your game to special reverse key characters on the opponent's side of the field. If you guys did miss it in this clip, we actually were able to special reverse the 9.5 anniversary Luffy as well as Roger and Whitebeard. So if you're able to get the key special reverses at those key moments, dude, it's just GG. Like if Smoothie reverses the right character at the right time, like it's just, you just automatically win no matter what. And the fact that you have Roger and Odin that can launch their specials so quickly to 50% special CTs charge your slasher characters on that front line is incredible. Being able to snowball into a bunch of specials back to back really puts you in a good advantage to secure victory. And then once again, we got another side team to finish off. I was actually kind of surprised that we're able to get the win against the opponent here. My opponent doesn't really have a GP leader, so that means that they don't get like more special CT from their leader, and also no Otama on the front line nerfed their CT as well. So that was really nice for us to secure victory here. But that's going to be it for day one of Grand Party, and once again, make sure to go ahead and switch your GP leader so it makes it easier for everyone else out there in the community to secure their wins. You know, you get nothing for getting defends in Grand Party, so there's no reason to try and go for it. Make sure when you're finished with your Grand Party games to switch up your GP leader. It's just the best thing to do for everyone. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.